Leave me in the comments for you that has been the best and worst of Natlan this week since the release. Above all, the most interesting, I want to know what has surprised you most and caught the attention of what we carry from. Version or some Easter egg surprise or reference that made you open your eyes and lift from the seat. And today we're going to see all the curiosities, in my opinion the best, the worst, and especially the craziest that this version had. That literally is not only the best version of Genshin Impact so far, but is our version. The version that refers to the entire Spanish-speaking community, and mainly the Latin American community. So leave a good like, a good and authentic subscribe, leave a good comment for the algorithm. Thank you for enjoying the channel video. Remember that it is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps a lot of me and the whole team. Positions the like, activates the bell, and we go with Natlan. Well, I'll start with the worst because it's always incredibly good to miss more, and I think the worst you already know because I've made a couple of pretty viral videos about it and it's basically number 1. Mualani is very rare. Mualani, after trying it even more for a week, keeps losing some ultis out there. I don't know where, and it keeps losing some damage and the fish feels badly, and it keeps losing some bites by rotation. But maybe with future characters it's fixed. You don't have to turn it around much more. It's an initial character, and it's very good saddle. And then another bad thing is the Holy Frost, I think you all know. Yeah, the Frost basically doesn't help much. It's more for new players. It's not gonna give you an account, and of course it's pretty. Unlikely that a perfect artifact of several of the possible ways to achieve apart from that, there is much more limitation. About what we thought, the source who told me that there could be approximately 40 on the map was talking about the whole map of Natlan. When it unlocks, and not 5, but in contrast to the Frost that was a little F, I would tell you that for me, the Reliquary. Natlan, and that they have included the Ghost Hunter and the Golden Company has been amazing because my gaming has improved quite a bit. I still don't know how much I can hit in the Abyss because I haven't gone to try it yet, but my gaming has gotten a lot better. My Novilette has become a top 0.1% Novilette worldwide and has improved incredibly. It's pretty much perfect. My Fiorina was perfect. She had a little bit of a chance and now she's perfect, and I've improved enough characters against the Reliquary because knowing I was coming, I saved enough items before Natlan and Ain. Last, bad to start with the good because this is crazy. The only bad thing in my opinion about Natlan is if you have done the main Arconte mission, quiet, I don't spoil you, give us a very bad excuse why the people of Natlan. It didn't appear on other continents, it looks like they've pulled it from under their sleeves and they've said, well, the one who owes the idea. More original to justify that there are no Natlan characters elsewhere because of the skin color theme, and we were. Saying how we dealt with it because we put it in history and raised his salary by $5 and basically the excuse. Why there are no Natlan people in other places has seemed very bad to me. You will see her in Arconte's mission. Now we start with the good stuff because your fucking head's gonna blow up. The good stuff about Natlan. The first thing I have around here, because it has an incredible list of things I wanted to show you, is the infinite amount of references. That has the whole version to spectacular levels that although I once complained myself that they did not know how to represent. To the people of Europe in Mondstadt, and they wanted to put Eula to dance tango that is Argentine to look like a flamenco that is Spanish, but Mondstadt represents Germany that has nothing to do with Spain, and it was noted that they had no idea of culture. And once they said, I don't know what Seville in the river, and they got pretty lost. It shows that this time with Natlan. To start, Natlan literally is Spain. On a plateau in the country, and right here, we have the city to the Kinnish tribe here. Right here in Spain. A very in Spain. It's important that it's more around here than really it's called Barcelona. But they've practically put in another tribe, another important tribe. Here and tell me apologies here. Tell me that here would be technically Portugal. And well, there are a couple of cities that could. I don't know where my apologies are geographically. I don't know the geography of Portugal, but we started with A. References, more references. There are references to typical Latin American foods, and not poorly cooked half meals. Zupla meals, not literally. My community told me if there are no tacos, if there is no ceviche, and if there are no arpas, it is not Natlan. And I'm literally putting on the screen a mission that tells me to take the ceviche from the camp. We open debate the comment. The ceviche from which country is native? The arpas are of Venezuela or Colombia, is said to be palm or avocado. There is an infinite amount. There's actually a taqueria here in the main city. If you go to the restaurant that's around here, they'll be putting it. The editors on screen is a taqueria, has a drawing of a giant taco, drawn and finally, and I lack many more references. But I don't want the video to be infinite quiet. I follow with the good things. The Archon is a half-wit shaman that in how much he can tell you will suck and stick a few cranks if friends. If they did the Arconte mission, they'll know what I mean. Like every Latin American woman, because you know she's 500 years old. And you'll know why we're going on with the references. More references, the reference to your pack, Amaru peanuts, which is a flower or one is not a flower. But it is in the open world as collectible maize, which is MHI as reference to the pronunciation of maize MA. And Z of the people of Latin America, and more references we follow, apart from the references, because if not, this would be infinite to the legends. Local legends of cream as well a piece of success, if you want me to make a video of local legends how to defeat them. And that in that video shows a gameplay of which different teams and others is to say a 100% video about local legends. If there is a video of that, leave the comments, but basically summarize the local legends. Not only our success have improved a lot of Fontaine's format, because in Fontaine they were a thief, a slime of these mutants who have hydro who has the triple life, but here really legends have given their own identity, have given them own mechanics. And in fact, I feel that local legends now remind me of more than 10 Natlan, actually remind me more of leaders of Pokemon Gym, and that people want to prepare themselves to go for legends if they already make every legend Tito at least a wish or something like that. I think everyone would go straight to get ready to take the local legends down with it. Which I think the legends in general, and without taking many more turns, are a piece of success the following that I like. And it's a good idea, Natlan. It's two things that I put in one because they're very strong and very controversial changes in Genshin regarding the Chinese community, and you will be watching it on screen. Basically sums up two things that never had the game, and it is little fabric and fan service of the community anime. If friends Natlan, we have the part of the thermals of the Zaunas note of the thermal baths. Where are the ones in the Arconte mission? You will already do it, because some pictures of Mohalani of the traveler in bikini, the NPC, have less clothes than all the existing NPC of the rest of the game, i.e. remember when we were talking without getting a little into sexualizing over, remember when we were talking about how we'd like that for the summer. We imagined Jin in a slightly more summery skin, and not the skin that is a little more the skins of D. Censorship that at the time brought the censorship of the navel of Shenhe, the censorship of Rosaria's personality as here friends, have done exactly the opposite with that topic. Natlan is the region of the little fabric. I do not know if it is Latin American referencey. Also, but I leave it in your judgment also. They have done it with the color of skin. As you can check, there is a quantity of melanin at last in the characters that, although I do not agree that it is noticed that they have ceded a little to the castes, different from the neutral skin tone and apart, you know, Kichingan and some characters with slightly different shades used to. Also go along the line of you, do not serve much and yet now, who Natlan have bet and very strong for the tones of the tones, skin of diversity in general, and although as I say to myself, yield to the Funa that was there, is not the best decision of Joyo Ife, which is one thing as well as the fan service theme, above all on the summer theme, the little fabric, and what really that is a reality that exists today in a lot of hot countries that takes little fabric and dot because it does. Heat is a piece of success that is breaking with the stigmas of everything that in China is the first time they do it. And then do it well and actually give a like to this video because I just sent a request. As you see, a Chinese account. I am the CEO and my employee just sent me an application and I just got ratted out on video. Next, the NPCs in general have more. I'm not going to give it a lot of thought here, but in short, the NPCs don't seem generic to me, even some NPC. Saving distances, for example, with Sumeru Jet or some Fontaine NPC would say that Natlan, the NPC in general, until the most would seem playable characters to me is the reference to that, and Taro of the Spanish-speaking community that is right there. And for me, that's entirely on purpose. That reference is the reference to, I don't remember what it's called, but you know, the Latin American living that is a gigashad that will be around here on screen that are putting it, that is the leader of the tribe, Geo. That's amazing in the NPC a personality, but from another damn level is Shuichan Cholor, who's Chaska half-sister who, in the Arconte mission, we will know that she looks like a leader of Pokemon Gym of Earth type, an incredible personality. And the truth could almost be a playable character if it wasn't for the face of NPC that he is not bad plan, but is. The neutral design of these characters and etc. the NPC are much better. The rewards are infinite is. The region of history with more rewards than there has been in the whole game compared to the one that gave 170 wishes here. Have given an approximate of between 152 and 55. And I say approximately counting on all the achievements and so on. But there has been some extra surprises that we didn't expect, the games that weren't counted on in the initial wish count and something else. That little by little has been increasing this count, and as I say, counting with the one that we to 170 wishes in total, that was the Baumladrian month of release of the game. This is the version that most wishes in total has given us all the players of the whole story. Of Genshin Impact the second with more after one with 170, this would get about 155 in total, and it's a damn. Insanity aside, rewards in general are desires, but the way to get them is quite interesting and from various sources. Last and most importantly, and we finished the video, not only the overall effort that has been noticed enough, but the mission. Arconte, in my opinion, always a lot of text, and this also has a lot of text, but it is of the Arconte missions that you enjoy most. If you have finished it already by the part of the tournament without much spoiler, that becomes very dynamic by the part of the semi-exploration. When you go to the world, to the Kingdom of the Night, that neither spoiler much, but also becomes very dynamic. A lot fan service, epicity with Arconte, and finally the most epic of this version. And in my opinion is the Arconte. The Arconte for me is the best Arconte that has never had Genshin Impact anymore. Not only in design, we do not yet know the gameplay, but mainly in attitude. In power is the only Archon who does not peacefully deliver. The Venti agnostic tried to resist a little but caressed him. This lady, I think, has sent Captain to sleep literally. In fact, there is a Prasa dialogue that says textually that it could dispel the mist and did not want and let it escape, could see the Pepito calmly. In my opinion, it is the Archon in all aspects of the game, and we still do not know its playability, so little more if you think the same or otherwise, leave in the comments. I hope you liked the video very much. And Natla promises, because this only lie is the 5, and there are still 3 more tribes coming, over 60% map, and many characters like Shironin, like Mavuika. Possibly Captain in the future apart from Chaska Sidlai Yansan and many others, so the hype is down the clouds just a little bit more. Take care of yourself. Very good to leave a like, a good other Venet to subscribe if it has forgotten you, if it has not yet given like, and like thank you and for the bell of subscription. And now it did tell me very careful to have very good day and bye.